Hello YouTube, CJ here. Unfortunately, with actually a little bit of bad news, which is, um, which has to do with the Who Were the Procrastinators series that I've been doing on this channel. I'm just going to be completely honest with you and say that I keep trying to write the script for episode 3, looking at it and just not liking it. I can't I can't get the script the way that I want it, the way that I like it. I don't, every time I try to write it, I don't feel happy with it. Um, and it's strange because I, with, it's also strange because I've kind of lost some of the passion that I think I initially had when I started working on the Who Were the Procrastinators series. When I started working on it, I was honestly hoping that I would have like a minimum of like 3 episodes or more out within like a year. And I had like this huge plans for, I wanted to cover every, I wanted to talk about every procrastinator individually, like every member of the podcast individually. I wanted to make this whole series where I discuss like all the most interesting topics that I think they talked about on the podcast. I wanted to talk about, I think the most interesting thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was some of the, I guess, drama stuff that happened regarding the podcast, like why people started, why some members left, and some of the controversies and stuff regarding it. But the thing is the more I look into it, the more I've realized what a colossal task that actually is. Like, there's so much, and it's strange because in a way this is part of why I wanted to talk about it in the first place, but there's so much internet history there that it's, I think to cover everything I wanted to cover is probably a bigger undertaking than I think I'm actually prepared for that long term, especially considering that right now I am already starting to kind of lose passion for it somewhat. And I feel extremely bad saying this, especially knowing a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are here on this channel are here for that series. And I genuinely, like, regardless of why you're on this channel, or if you've even just watched any videos on this channel, I am incredibly appreciative. I started this channel, I mean, and it still is. This channel is basically a hobby for me. I just enjoy making videos on topics, and I wanted to see if other people online would find some of the same stuff interesting that I do. But when I made the procrastinators, when I started making the videos on the procrastinators, I wasn't expecting such a massive response. Like, of course I know there's like these huge channels on YouTube that get like millions of views and things like that. But for me, looking at the first episode of Who Were the Procrastinators and seeing it get over 1,000 views was mind-blowing. And the second episode, over 1,000 views, and this channel is now at 175 subscribers, and that's enormous to me. That's so, like, that's so many people who cared enough to click on a thing that I made. There were even, like, I even saw a couple people make, like, fan art, and I think I almost cried when I saw that. Like, I was just like, I can't believe someone did that for me. So I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to understate how much, like, appreciation that I have for people liking those videos, which is why I am incredibly sorry to say that I don't know if I can actually finish the series. Especially considering how long the third episode is taking. At least not in the way that I originally envisioned it. Because I've started looking through the amount of information that I want to actually cover on it, and, like, rushing through things, and I think that's what's making me, like, not like my script. Like, I keep looking at my script, and I keep rushing through things because I'm trying to just, like, get as much information in the video as possible so that I can, like, move on, because I have so much. There's so much to cover, and I just I don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm prepared for that. I think I heavily underestimated how difficult doing that would actually be. And there's also the other thing, which I talked about a little bit earlier, the drama regarding the procrastinators. It's strange because I feel like it would be very interesting to cover, but, like, the more I think about it, like, you gotta remember, these are people who I have been a huge fan of, and the more I think about it, the more it feels a little, maybe, like, bad to go digging through old drama that, for the most part is kind of over. CJ here, editing in the future. I just wanted to say that what I meant by this is I think it's fine to, like, cover drama if you're, like, talking about something related to drama, but as interesting as I think it would be to cover, I think the thing that I want to be careful of is, like, I don't want to reignite drama or something. Not that I think that would be likely to happen, but I don't know. A lot of, like I was saying earlier, a lot of people have been watching my videos, so it just, I want to make sure I don't do that unintentionally, even if I think it's interesting to talk about. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Back to the video. Bye. And then another thing that I want to do is, like, or the other thing I'm considering doing is, if I do, and this is an if right now, but if I manage to finish this series of procrastinators videos, I'm probably going to have to massively shorten the scope and sort of more so summarize the history of the procrastinators, which feels like it might be less interesting, but feels like it might be something doable for me, or maybe it might be doable if I try to decomplicate the process by having less editing and doing it in more so of a podcasty type thing, where I'm talking about what I want to talk about regarding the procrastinators, while also, not having to spend too much time on editing, so that I can get them out at least a little bit faster. But ultimately, I wanted episode 3. Like, I didn't want this video that I'm making now to come out right now. The next video I wanted to come out on this channel originally was going to be the third episode of Who Were the Procrastinators, but I can't I can't make episode 3 in a way that I'm happy with right now. I think I need to take a break from working on it, which I know sounds crazy since I, haven't posted one for over a year. But that's just how it is, and I feel tremendously bad about it. And if there's anyone who is not going to be as interested because of this, I understand that, and that's fine. If that makes you less interested in my channel, that's fine, and I will always appreciate that you've ever watched anything that I've made. Just that is something that I am incredibly appreciative of. Sorry, I'm recording. I usually record through like the mic in my headset when I do VR chat videos, but I'm recording with like a mic outside in the hopes that my sound quality will be better because it's a better mic. The mic on my Oculus headset isn't really as good as this one. But it's harder to tell if I'm moving away from the mic or not because I'm wearing VR recording this, so it's a little strange. But yeah, just know that I appreciate that you came to this channel at all, that you spent any time on this video. But also know that if you are interested in other stuff I could make, because while I try and figure out what to do with the Procrastinator series, if I'm even able to continue it, I have so many other video ideas that have been in the back of my mind for a long time. One that I started working on earlier today was I'm doing a comparison video comparing the original Go Nagai Devilman manga and sort of comparing and contrasting it with the Masaaki Yuasa Devilman Crybaby anime adaptation. And, talking about the differences in the stories and what I think works better in each of them and what I think doesn't, and how well I think they convey the themes of Devilman. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I've already written like a ton of that script today. I'm probably going to write a ton more over the next few days because it's something that I'm very passionate about right now. So hopefully that's a video that will be out on this channel soon. I want to write a video about Shimonetta and why I think the sort of themes of... And I have so many more. I have so many more ideas that I'm just really excited to try and share on this channel with anyone who may be interested in them. But the Who Were the Procrastinator series is unfortunately probably going to be taking a backseat for quite a while because I have tried for a long time to figure out what to do with it, and I just can't figure it out. I feel like continuing to try to work on it when it's something I'm losing passion for, when it's something that I just can't seem to quite get right, I feel like it's actually holding me back from creating other kinds of content that I genuinely think could be really good, if I didn't have to spend all this time working on a script that I don't know if I can really get to work or not at this point. So this isn't me saying that I'm definitely not finishing the Who Were the Procrastinators series, but it's me saying that I don't know if I'm finishing it, and if I do finish it, it will probably be in a smaller scale form than what I was originally planning. Um, and I'm really sorry about that. Uh, and really thankful to everyone who gave the first two episodes all the support that they did. Um, and if you have any other ideas for the kinds of videos that you might want to see me try and do, or any ways you like, any alternate ways you think I could do the Who Were the Procrastinators series in a way that might be quicker, or more manageable, that you wouldn't mind seeing, please leave those in the comments below. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if this was disappointing news. And I will see you in future videos that I'm working on. But yeah, I appreciate you. Goodbye.